welcome to a new episode of Saving Scunthorpe United. We are back and we are top of the league. Just before we jump into the episode, if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can achieve this season. Can we go on to win the league from this position? As you can see, we are 1 point clear. And if you haven't seen it, I've started a new series called Club Management 101. We've started with Manchester United and we've got another episode coming of that soon. So please go and check that out if it sounds like something you're interested in. It just goes through a little bit of advice on how to start with a team. I've already got the next team booked in. However, if you've got a team that you want me to focus on in particular, preferably Premier League, but I don't mind going elsewhere, let me know down in the comments below. And also do subscribe while you're down there. Since you were last with us, which was back when we went out of the FA Cup, we had a 3-1 win after that against Banbury, a 1-1 draw with Gloucester. We beat Southport 4-1 and then Atherton 4-1 before we lost 2-1 to Hereford, which was a bit disappointing. Following that, we went on a little draw streak against Warrington, Chorley and Kings Lynn. All are pretty good teams though, so I'm not too unhappy with any of them. We beat Scarborough Athletic 1-0 in the FA Trophy. They're a team who have been up and around us in the league, so that was quite an important win. Then we played Farsley back-to-back 4-2, followed by 2-1. In the 4-2 game, we were 2-1 down in the 88th minute, and we turned it on its head. In the 88th minute, we got an own goal, and then we got 2 more goals in injury time to win the game. A 2-2 draw with Boston followed that game, and then a 2-0 win against Buxton, a 5-1 thrashing of Brackley Town, and most recently a 1-1 draw with Tamworth, where we just about managed to scrape that draw. In today's episode, we've got Ebbsfleet to kick us off in the FA Trophy. They are 11th in the Vanarama National League, so above us. It'll be interesting to see how we get on. And then we've got Darlington in the league. They're currently in 6th place, so very much one of the teams that are in this battle with us. And as is our usual plan, because we're playing a team in the league above us, we're going with our 4-1-4-1. We've got Chapman in goal because Fitzsimmons still injured, unfortunately. We've then got Barrows, Boyce, Butler and Denton as the back four, Shrimpton as a holding midfielder, Roberts, Beeston, Butterfield and Law as the midfield four, and Elliott is up front by himself. Denton with a throw-in on the left-hand side, gets it to Butterfield and then sends it into the box. Roberts is in there and heads it over the bar. Throw-in for Ebbsfleet now, and it's down in our half. Edsir gets it inside to Woodcock, who scores and puts them 1-0 up. Corner kick from the right-hand side for them. Tanner sends it in. It's headed away, but Hannah knocks it back down to Tanner. And then to the edge of the box. Wakely's there and sends it just wide. Kenlock with a throw-in on the left-hand side. Woodcock inside to Edsir. Puts it across the box and Butterfield clears it away. But Elliott's not able to get on the end of it. Falls has now got the ball and then plays it back to Wakely. And Kenlock and back to Wakely. They're able to pass it around at the back there. Ball over the top. Firmino into Tanner. 2-0 to Ebbsfleet. Oh, it won't count. It was offside, apparently. I was already... there's probably even a cut there because I'd paid that little attention. We'll see what happens. What we're going to try, because we're 1-0 down, we're going to bring Shrimpton off for Williams. Just because we might as well try having 2 up top, because it's not going to do us any harm having a bit of extra support up there, and we might be able to get a goal with 2 players up there. If we concede as a result, it doesn't really matter because we're already 1-0 down. Denton with a throw in and forward to nobody, but Law collects it afterwards, and then he plays it back inside to Butler, who switches play out towards Williams. He can't knock it on, but Beeston collects it anyway, gets past a man and sends a shot over the bar. Hannah with a free kick for Ebbsfleet, but it wasn't to anyone. Law knocks it inside to Beeston and then Butterfield back to Butler. Butterfield's picked up a bit of a knock. Williams heads it down to Elliott quite nicely and then back to Law. Infield to Beeston. Turns, gets it out to the right. Roberts has got space. Cuts inside, gets a shot off, but it's a poor shot and goes over the bar. So we're going to bring Butterfield off for Wilson. Law's going to go into the centre of midfield and Wilson out on the wing. And we just don't want to risk that injury getting any worse, basically. Roberts has got the ball here, breaking away against Ebbsfleet. He's got no one in support at the moment, though. He's got to hold the ball, ends up going back to Denton, and then Wilson gets it back on that left-hand side. Butler sends it forward towards Elliott, who knocks it into Williams, and we have equalised, and that, unlike their second goal, is onside. Chapman with a goal kick sends it long towards Wilson. He can't win the header. Woodcock collects it and plays it to Tanner, who's going to bring it forward down this right-hand side. He's going to try and cut in here. Law dispossesses him, though. Plays it to Wilson and then back to Beeson, and we control the play for a moment. Denton inside to Butler, and Law out to Wilson. Forward to Elliott. He does really well there to hold the ball and plays it back to Denton. Butler is on the ball at the back. Inside to Law. He tries to go out to the right. He gets over Kenlock and finds Roberts into the box. Lays it back off to Beeston on the edge. Williams passes it back out to Law. That was a weird thing to do. Ball comes in. Wilson hits the post. 10 minutes to go. Corner kick. Tanner sends it in. Cisse with the header and it goes over the bar. We're going to make a change. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be just yet. We're going to bring Ogle on for Barrows. Not exactly what I'd like to do, but I'm struggling for options of where we can make changes. We need another centre mid on the bench, really, but also we have had to bring two of them off, so that's probably not really fair for me to even criticise. 9 minutes to go. And now with 7 minutes to go, they've got the ball. Hannah! Oh my goodness. That was an unbelievable goal. Kenlock loses the ball, but they managed to keep possession. Ball played across to Hannah. No. It can't be their centre-back that scored that. It can't be their centre-back that scored that, can it? It is as well. Their centre-back scored an absolute screamer. Hannah on the ball here, plays it long over the top, finds Woodcock, and he doesn't finish the game off. Unfortunately, though, there wasn't enough time for us to get another one back. I mean, I'd be a lot more unhappy if it wasn't an absolute screamer that had beat us, because for one, it was just a good goal, and I can't really criticise our defence or goalkeeper for conceding a goal like that. It's just an out of the blue bullet. And now for the game against Darlington, we've gone back to our 4-4-2. We've got Chapman in goal, Ogle, Boyce, Evans and Kelly as the back four, Semi-Ferris, Scales, Law and Wilson as the midfield four, and then Whitehall and Williams up front together. An early free kick for Darlington right on the edge of our area, which I am not a fan of seeing, and I get the feeling we might be about to go 1-0 down. It looks like it was Evans that gave it away. Ngandu is stood over it and puts it the near side for the keeper, and they do go 1-0 up. Ogle with a throw-in, gets it to Williams and then back to Scales, inside to Law, and then he gets a shot off and sends it over the bar. Wilson on the ball on the left-hand side. He brings it infield and sends it forward to Williams. He plays it through to Semi-Ferris on the right. Chance for a cross here. We've got men in the box. He gets one in. Whitehall scores and we lead. No, we're back to 1-1. Ngandu with a free kick and he hits the post. So if you could bring on a player just to take free kicks like they do in the NFL, sort of, then Ngandu would be the one to bring on. Law plays a ball short to Whitehall, and then he's going to bring it forward. He's got Williams ahead of him, plays it to Semi-Ferris, though, who gets into the box and hits the post. Both teams have hit the post now. Evans nods it down to Law, gets it back to Wilson. He's going to bring it down the left-hand side. Chance for a cross here, gets into the box, and he's tackled well. We do have a corner. Can we make anything of that? Williams going to send the corner in. Goes towards Wilson, but it's headed away. Law can't bring it down either, and it's cleared away. When we reach half-time, it's 1-1, and it's been a relatively even game so far. We've had slightly better of it, but a lot of that XG came from that one chance for Whitehall. I say that. They've had 3 shots, and 2 of them were free kicks, so maybe they've not been as into it as it looks like in the stats there. Ogle throws the ball to Whitehall. He knocks it inside to Scales. Ball goes back to Semi-Ferris, who was kicked on his way through. We get a penalty and a chance to go 2-1 up just inside the first 10 minutes of the second half. Whitehall buries it 2-1. Liddell on the ball for Darlington and then back to Lawler. And now they play it forward through Liddell. Finds Piat, who hits the post. That was similar to the Semi-Ferris one that we had hit the post. But thankfully, it remains 2-1. It's time for us to make changes. We're going to bring Evans off for Barrows and Denton on for Kelly, just because of those 2 yellow cards. Ngandu with a free kick, goes for goal and hits the side netting. Again, a pretty good free kick from him. Hatfield with a corner from the right-hand side. And Cooper's there. Hazel. How on earth has Hazel missed that? I'm glad he's missed it, but that was horrific. And Darlington are very much starting to create chances, so we're going to bring Whitehall... No, we're going to bring Williams off for Shrimpton. Whitehall's going to go up front by himself. And maybe he can grab his hat-trick, but most importantly is us managing to hold on to this result. Wilson is found down the left-hand side. He cuts inside, cuts back. He takes his time here, bringing it all the way to the right-hand side of the box, gets a shot off and forces a corner. We don't want to view Boston United, thank you. Ball is going to come in from Whitehall. I don't know what this theme is of our strikers taking our corners. It's a bit weird, but nevertheless, he's going to send it in. And Shrimpton was at the near post, doesn't get to it. Boyce can't bring it down, and Rivers clears it away. But a 2-1 win is secured, and that is a fantastic result for us that sees us cement our place at the top. We stay only a point ahead, but Darlington dropping down to 7th, and we grow that gap to the edge of the playoffs. Ideally, we want to be in the top spot, of course, but at the very least, we want to be in the top 3, because I think the top 2 teams in the playoffs, they go to like the semi-final stage straight away, and then everybody else plays effectively a quarter-final, and we definitely want to be, at the very least, in the top 3. But with that, we end the episode top of the league, and that is our only focus for the rest of the season. So what we'll probably aim to come back for is somewhere around maybe Bishop Stortford, somewhere in that area. We'll see if we get any games where we're playing teams in and around us. But if we end up... I mean, this would be perfect. You know what? We'll come back for Scarborough and South Shields, and then after that we can go straight through to the end of the season. It is a bit soon, but when you're playing 3rd and 2nd, you can't really say no to that. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Let me know what you think we can do this season. Can we get that promotion sealed? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.